Hey everyone, today's main topic we are going to talk about is the study in management psychology of Nintendo Company. Nintendo is a Japanese multinational consumer electronics and software company headquartered in Japan. It is one of the world's largest video game companies by market capitalization, creating some of the best-known and top-selling video game franchises, such as Mario, The Legend of Zelda, and Pokémon. It released a new game machine named Nintendo Switch in the 3rd of March 2017. The presidents of Nintendo Japan and America has pursued Australia and company to launch Switch successfully. However, for Australia company, it seems not easy to launch new products and there are some conflicts in the company. Firstly, we would like to introduce the main players related in the case. Tom is the managing director of Nintendo Australia. His power is not very invasive but appropriate. He has clarity on the job. While he couldn't recognize conflicts in organization. Reggie is the chief operating officer of Nintendo America. He is extrovert, talk active and invasive. He wants to keep strong control of the organization and owns power. Tatsumi is the president of Nintendo Japan. He is calm, introverted and highly agreeable, and he was very quiet for most video conferences and agreed with Reggie's words. Liam is the head of marketing, who has low conscientiousness and value conformity due to less response to his job. Also, he is unwilling to work more for there are no more rewards. Molly, head of sales, the youngest employee in the company. She is a perfectionist and more self-direction, with high conscientiousness and low emotional stability. Frank and Nancy are the head of finance and human resource respectively. Both of them are value security. While different employees have different characteristics and opinions, conflicts could be identified by 3 theories. The communication in Nintendo Australia is ineffective and limited, which results in the conflict between Molly and Liam. Molly and Liam did not communicate and share ideas with each other, and they blame each other for bad results. Molly thinks that Liam should have more responsibility while Liam thinks that what he did is enough. As marketing is basic for sales, Molly could not make good sales records. As a result, she is disappointed for Liam's laziness. Conflicts arising where people's interests, needs and concern are threatened. Molly's sales and Liam's marketing are bounded with each other. Molly thinks that the bad performance of Liam makes her sales situation worse, and she contributes more than Liam does. However, Liam's bonus is not affected, but Molly could not get a good sales records. The interests of Molly is affected by Liam. This is a dysfunctional conflict which brings negative effects on their corporation. Motivation is the amount of effort that people are willing to put to achieve a goal. The motivation theories explain the internal world of the mind to the outside world of behavior. In the case, the expectation theory could well explain Liam's behavior. It indicates that people are more likely to choose behavior which is realizable and brings higher attractive outcomes. Liam does not make efforts on his job and avoids risks, because there is no more bonus for his hard work. The lack of motivation is the main reason for his nonfeasance. Furthermore, the equity theory, which describes how and why people react when they feel unfairly treated, could explain the conflict between Molly and Liam. People not only compare their inputs with outcomes personally, but also compare that with others in similar levels of the organization. Liam's efforts are basic to Molly. However, Liam fails to complete his duties. If Molly wants to accomplish her goals, she has to take on more of Liam's responsibilities. In other words, the different inputs come with same outcomes. It is obvious that Molly should get more payment. So, it is unfair for Molly and she complains with Liam. Next, we will briefly introduce the social context and conflicts raised in the case. The first problem is interpersonal interaction appeared between Liam and Molly, which causes the most serious conflicts within the team. Liam only emphasizes on the marketing promotion required by superiors and does not reflect the marketing process ineffectiveness. Molly complains aggressively that Liam is lazy and did not benefit on marketing, which makes the sales performance poor. But she does not provide any advices for Liam to improve. However, Liam argued that he does not have authority to do what he wants. Actually, Tom also has some problems. He does not effectively utilize his power and leadership to direct the team, inversely impose pressure to his members to solve the conflict. Meanwhile, the Nintendo Australian group also lacks of communication with the executive of Nintendo in America and Japan when convey their orders. Then for Egi and Tatsumi, they are not familiar with Australian market as their own branch, so they should obtain feedbacks and consider ideas from the Australian branch. In this situation, Liam loses capacity to do market independently but obey orders. Liam and Molly are from different countries that those two types of culture influence their working behaviors, triggering the subsequent conflict. Liam, who is from Australia, is self-oriented and promote his own goals and interests. In contrast, Molly is from Malaysia, a collectivistic society. So she is more group-oriented. Then, emotions have largely influenced the collaboration phenomenon and communication effectiveness in this case. Both Molly and Liam cannot control their negative emotion and respond to others' negative emotion correctly. The negativity bias refers to the bad emotions have a stronger intensity. For instance, they use aggressive words in their conversion like lazy, hopeless and damn right, which severely affect the validity of their communication and intense conflicts. There are several models involved in this case. Requires that decisions should be made based on complete information in an unbiased manner. However, due to cognitive and time limitation of people, they behave within the confines. Molly always thinks that Liam is lazy, lack of initiative and produce the things over and over again without any creativity. Thus, she ascribed the failure of Wii U to Liam based on her previous judgment, concluding that Liam did a very bad job on marketing to let consumers and retailers know the product. It is stereotyping because the case shows that Liam have completed all the tasks he was asked to do and no information reveals the laziness and irresponsibility of Liam. In addition, Molly concludes that Liam is breach of duty, which is only based on the unfavorable outcome of Switch. It is the outcome bias that Molly did not evaluate Liam according to his contributions in marketing. There also exists anchoring bias when Liam made marketing decisions. He gets the information that Wii U has been long dead and the headquarters of Nintendo in Japan and America have screwed up with the Wii U. He is over-reliant on these information and does not do any research on the existing market to gain new information. So he concludes that it is wasting of time to promote Wii U and does not input much effort on Wii U. Furthermore, Liam regards Molly as a perfectionist who has everything done her way, but actually Molly is very composed. This stereotype causes Liam prejudice against Molly.
Moreover, Liam loves certainty and is unwilling to take risks to do unrewarded things. It shows his zero-risk bias that simply follows his superiors without any innovation.
According to the key problems we discussed before, some recommendations in the short term, medium term and long term are given. For short term, when launch a new production, it requires the comprehensive reward policy and adjusts working hours according to the company's strategy. Rewarding overworked staff and adjusting their working hours help the company to avoid the conflict and negative emotions for overworked staffs and promote team performance. Meanwhile, if the salary is directly linked to the sales index, the employees will work much harder and have more motivation. Then we'll discuss about the medium-term actions the company could take. The company could employ a competent leader who has professional skills to enhance performance of the division. And staff training is also necessary. Nancy should consider about not only specific skills at work, but also social skills to improve the team's cooperate spirit and communication. Now, some long-term recommendations are given. First of all, from the vertical view, Nintendo of Japanese division and American division should communicate with Australian division, give more effective advice instead of only give commands to Australian division. Secondly, from the horizontal perspective of organization, the team leader should manage the internal relationship among all the departments and treat them transparently and fairly. Meanwhile, different departments should cooperate with each other and share the pressure and success together. Finally, it is essential to promote the organizational culture, such as optimism, working enthusiasm, fairness and equity, and open-minded to changes. These should be emphasized. That's all for our presentation. Thank you.